FPUC. It's in the third stimulus package bill. The $1,400 third stimulus check bill has FPUC in there, UI, PUA as well, and PEUC. They're all extended from March to the end of August. FPUC will be $400 a week during that period of time. How do you get FPUC? What's UI? What's PEUC? What's PUA? In this throwback video, I explain all the details about unemployment, how to do escalated benefits, how to do retro benefits, and more. Enjoy this throwback video on Overnight's LALATE explaining unemployment.
The confusion about unemployment heats up, but why is Mark Meadows still employed in the negotiations of second stimulus check? Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE. Hope you're great and safe. This is afternoon's LALATE that starts every day at 3:30 with the check, then goes to hazard pay, then FPUC, and finally rent assistance. Big, exciting, great news today about unemployment benefits after yesterday's report where I indicated to you that if you were on UI or PUA, before the crap hit the fan between Nancy and Steve, then you're going to still get the $600 a week if you certify for those benefits. Wow, great news. More about that in a second. But what happened today is a little bit of a hot mess express in which people are still asking me, am I getting $300 a week? Am I getting $400 a week? Am I getting no week? Am I getting $100 a week? What am I getting, and where are we going, and what will happen? There's actually now 3 stages of environments about the second stimulus checks FPUC. And it's not something that I would have anticipated, but that's where we're at. There are people who get money from March all the way up to July and may not have got to that money yet because there's a processing time still pending. And they're at $600 a week. More about them in a second. Then there's the people who are waiting for weeks right now for this month and a few days, a few weeks ago. And they're wondering if they're going to get 300, 400, what are they going to get? Then there's lastly the people who are sitting back and wondering, well, what am I going to get in October or September? Let me break it down for you. Where we are at the moment is really a confusing thing about FPUC. It's gotten a lot more confusing than I thought it would have been. The people who got on to UI or PUA back in early July, which is really great news. When I mean got on it, they applied. I don't mean that they're approved, that they just got the file. They got the file on file. Great news. They followed my advice. They got it on file. You're going to get $600 a week all the way for all your weeks all the way up to mid-late July. That's really great news. So it doesn't make a difference if it takes the state all the way to September to give you the money, if they're backed up to August to give you the money, if they're backed up to this week to give you the money, you're going to get $600 a week. The $600 a week from FPUC under the federal act's CARES Act first stimulus package approved in May did not say we're not paying you $600 a week after the month of July. We're just not paying for weeks after the month of July. What does this mean? Well, when you certify for benefits under UI or PUA, you're certifying for events of a particular week. And when you get onto UI or PUA, you get paid for those respective weeks at a base level benefit initially. And that base level benefit in some states is generally, $90 to about $190. That's that week. Now, let's take a respective week, for example. Let's talk about a week in April. You would get that amount of money. Now, how about FPUC? You would get $600 on top of that. Now, when you go to apply for UI or PUA, and when you did it in July, I told you many times, and I was like, crack the whip. Please don't make a mistake. I said 5 times, please don't make a mistake. If you're impacted by COVID-19 all the way back to March, don't list the date of impact as July. List it as March if that's the date of your impact. The reason why is you'll get money from March all the way up to July. How many weeks is that? a buttload of money. Enough money to buy Javitas, Carranza, some better scars. It's March, April, May, June, July. 5 weeks times 4 weeks, the foghorn's back. 20 weeks at, $700 a week if you throw FPUC on top of that. That's a lot of money, LALATE. 20 times 7. That's a lot of money, yes. So that could be yours. Now, if you messed up and you said your date of impact was July 4th when you applied, you suddenly lost 20 weeks of benefits. That's why you don't want to make a mistake. Now, if you did not apply and you're a new viewer to this channel, which I understand a lot of you are, adding like 10,000 new subscribers a day approximately, or 7,000, I'm sorry, I'm glad you found me, but I'm sorry you found me so late. You can get on a UI and PUA, but you won't get it at $600 a week now, unless your benefits go back to those prior weeks. And that's a little bit confusing. And I don't know if states are going to pay you retroactive if you apply after the expiration of FPUC. If you applied before FPUC's expired, then absolutely you're entitled to retroactive. But if you're applying now after the fact, it's up to the states to decide whether they're going to do it. So then we have the next group of people who are wondering about, what about my weeks in the month of July, late July and August? What number am I at? And that's the realm of confusion. The realm of confusion is whether you're at $400 a week or $300 a week or $100 a week. And the way it looked on last Saturday was that you were going to get paid at $400 a week. The bill, the executive order signed by the president said $400 a week. It said $400 a week, and that would go on top of your base level benefits. Sorry about the foghorn. It's a little pain in the butt, but it's hopefully gone by tomorrow. And so it would be $400 a week. Now that was Sunday. By Monday, it just sort of unraveled. Guess why? Because the state said we're not going to pay any money for this. We don't have the money to pay this. We won't pay the money for this. And they had said that before. So Larry Kudlow came out on Monday and then Tuesday and said, oh, you know what? We'll pay you $300 a week. Well, wait a second. What happened to my $400 a week? That has now imploded. So as people sit here and ask me, what am I getting? Am I getting 300? Am I getting 400? I'm literally saying the following. No way to know. You may either get nothing or you may get something, but it's going to be short term because no one's going to deal with this long term. What am I talking about? Ultimately, when the second stimulus package is agreed upon, you're going to see an agreement at somewhere between $400 to $600 a week. It's as simple as that. It's a pure number. It's going to be paid by the federal government. It's not going to come from state funds. The states aren't going to put any money for it. They don't have money. They're going bankrupt. They're not going to put any money. It's going to be $400 to $600 a week. Simple as that. And then all this confusion and mess will be gone, or remnants of it, which is just, I can't imagine the remnants of it. Like the state sort of paid you $300, and now Nancy and Steve agreed to $400. So where's that $100? I just expect a mess from the remnants. The reason why is that Steve's proposal, Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary to Donald Trump's proposal, is not going to work technically and financially. Technically, it doesn't work because states don't have the computer systems to do complex calculations, which he wants to do. They can do a pure number. So Steve says $400, Nancy says $500. The computer systems can put $400, $500 in the computer systems and send you out $400, $500. They can do that. The states can send you out a pure number. States can't do this complex calculations. They inform Mnuchin they can't. They have antiquated computer systems. They can't do these complex calculations. So what Steve has been informed is, we don't have computers to do this. Stop playing it around with us. The president was asked that on Friday, and I'm not digging at the president. I'm just telling you his remarks. He says, I don't care. If they can't do it, they won't do it. That doesn't work, Mr. President. If states can't pay the $400, you shouldn't have a bill that's executive order that says the states pay any money. So the states said on Monday and Tuesday, we can't pay this. So Larry Kudlow came out and said, oh, whatever. I'll just have the federal government pay $300. That's the hot mess express right there, because Larry Kudlow can't change executive orders. He doesn't have the pencil to change it. It's compounded by the fact that the president does not have executive order authority to send out money from the Treasury. And so what happened on Friday and what's happening now is a lot of backstory, which is really weird. And the backstory is that the president thought that by doing things by executive order for purposes of FPUC, he would provoke Nancy and Chuck to go to court to try to invalidate his order, and he would turn it into a press event, a public, a political show, to say the Democrats don't want to give you money. I gave you money. They went to court to invalidate it. Well, Nancy and Chuck didn't take the bait, and so they did not go to court. And they said, you know what? You deal with it, and you see the implications of it. And now the implications are hitting. People were protesting Mitch McConnell's office yesterday, his home yesterday. Mitt Romney came out. Everyone is coming out and saying, what the hell is $300 a week? We can't live on $300 a week. Stop this silliness. And so the president's attempt to sort of circumvent negotiations that should really settle at $400, $600 a week did not work. And now Nancy and Chuck basically got what they wanted for purposes of negotiations, which is your order means nothing constitutionally. States aren't going to pay the money. If you want to pay the money, you can pay the money, but the citizens don't support it. The citizens don't think they can live on $300 a week. And that's that. I'm sure as we sit here on a Thursday afternoon, Nancy and Chuck are ready for the first member of the Trump administration to say, we don't need FPUC based upon Thursday's jobs numbers. If that sounds familiar, I reported that to you over 5 weeks ago, that the first moment that the jobless claims goes under 1 million, expect Mitch McConnell to say, we don't need unemployment assistance anymore. Jobless claims are only 900,000 new cases this week. Expect that to hit. The new report today was not good, but was better. For the first time since the pandemic hit, new unemployment claims this week fell less than 1 million, the first time in 20 weeks, the worst run since the Great Depression. But they came in at 900,000. So it's only like an improvement of 100,000 people. It's not a lot of improvement. But expect someone to say, I don't need to give people this because this number's out there. Now, here's the really great news. If you got through all that hot mess express, if you understood Nancy for a purple poster today that matches the host with the purple shirt, which I didn't wear yesterday. Yesterday was pink. Then you're ready for this fun and excitement. Yesterday, I launched an expansion of the private, and the private immediately, I think I dropped the announcement in the morning, in Mornings LALATE this morning. Immediately, like 50 of you jumped in there right away to get assistance, which is absolutely wonderful. The private is a private Instagram account, and it's going to be in the comments to this video, not the description, but the comments. I'll put a comment there, what you to do. And the private has 3 people in there now who volunteer their time to help you answer your questions about UI and PUA applications. Yes. No other channel does this. This is the spirit of this channel, helping one another. We're here to help one another. So there's 3 people in the private Instagram account are there to assist you. So when you go into the private Instagram account, there is a purple tab. Of course it's purple. A purple tab. And it has a list of people who can help you for EIDL grant loans, and purple people can help you for PUA and UI questions. When you go in there, just send them a DM. Say, hey, I have a question. Can you help me and answer my question? These are people who reached out to me and said, I want to help other people. I understand the spirit of this channel to help one another. I want to help other people. And that has always been the spirit of this channel. It has not been the spirit of this channel to, give a Melrose Place update every day and every hour about what Nancy and Chuck are doing and who's braiding each other's hair and who's going up in the tree in KISSING. That's not, they're not that type of interesting type of people. I got it. It's working, but it's like, enough already. Get the damn bill signed. The spirit of this channel is to help people, empower people, whether you're entitled to EIDL loans of $150,000, whether you're entitled to FPUC and PUA retroactive benefits, which could be $17,000, whether you're entitled to hazard pay, which could be $10,000. The spirit of this channel is to empower people to ensure that they get the money that they're entitled to save their business, to save their home, to save their families, to save their livelihood. And if that's the reason you're here, along with a great shirt, all the fun excitement, then God bless. Then you found the right home. And to those people that are willing to help one another, thank you. Thank you. So that's the great news. If you endured this chaos of Larry Kudlow with his crazy remarks today and Nancy with her purple poster, then to get through this, then you found the other side. Go to the front of this channel and hit that subscribe and like button. The subscribe button gives you updates when I'm doing anything new or when anything breaks, whether there's a shooting at the White House grounds or an announcement of a VP running mate or Nancy has a purple poster. I'm here to update you by the minute. The goal of this channel is to reach 200,000 subscribers. We're going to do it. And I announced it this last Monday. We're already at 175,000, so we only got 25,000 away. If we do 5,000 per day, that's 5 more days and we're there, if I did my math right. Not my Kudlow math. Coming up next is rent assistance. As always, stay motivated, stay inspired, stay focused, and stay in LA for more.